Right, hello. So, yeah, going to be streaming ARMA 2 again for a bit, just because don't really want to do a webcam stream tonight, so I'm just going to stream some ARMA 2. Let's put all off for the MISC settings. Keep all those as normal. Right, okay. Alright, Mike, alright, Dan, alright, Marine Recon. So yeah, just going to stream some ARMA 2 tonight because I'm quite tired already. So I thought, yeah, just stream some of this and have a chat with people. Alright, so it looks like we've got a coastal base position at the moment then on the east bit. I didn't actually set the AI to be very far away, did I? So I might spawn on top of the Russians, or they might be far away anyway. I have Windows 10, not Windows 11, Dan, so I can't help you there. I don't know why you'd want Windows 11, but is that just a standard thing on all the new PCs, Windows 11? Right. Sounds like this game's already fucked up if we're getting shelled from somewhere. If we literally spawn that close to the enemy base... Yeah, right, let's restart and try again. For fuck's sake, that's the problem when you forget to put the settings on parameters. What's the one I want? Minimum starting distance, very high. There we go. Okay. Back. Right, let's try again. ARMA 2 is 2009, so we're in a pretty similar place, just a bit further west this time. Yeah, I hope you feel better soon, Justin. I still feel quite tired, but I don't think that's from Corona at the moment. I think that's just how much I've been working recently. I'm hoping that this week I don't have quite as much on, so I'll at least get some time to start, you know, resting and feeling a bit more awake again. Right, so I'm gonna, as soon as I can buy a weapon, there we go, buy weapons. What shall I buy as my main weapon? Something at least with a scope on. 716A4 ACOG, I guess. Actually, although it's a bit more expensive, I do prefer the, which one is it? That one. The designated marksman version. There we go. It's just because it's got a fairly good scope on it. Right. I've got one stronger than that Byron, but again I won't go into that on these sort of videos for obvious reasons, because even if it's legal you don't want to talk about stuff like that where people don't know about the laws. Yeah, that would be good, Dan. At least I do have this Sunday off and I'm seeing my granddad, because our work's closed for Easter Sunday at least, where a lot of the other days of the year it's always open, but for Sunday they have to close, so... Right, so we'll be fighting like irregulars, like rebels, but we'll run into the Ruskies fairly soon. They're not modded to look like the modern Russian army, but they're still Russians, so you know. I'll have a motorcycle to get to wherever pretty quickly. Thank you UKFO, but yeah, obviously if it was a couple of years in the past, it doesn't mean much today. Not that I'm not saying thank you, but you know. When Russia's beaten is when it will end, is the answer to that. because Putin's full on, again I don't want to bring up too many politics in this stream, but Putin's full on going in, just kill as many Russians and Ukrainians as possible, pretend he's won this stupid fucking war. So there you go. Right, Joshua? Now, where's my motorbike spawned? Vehicles all fucking ramming each other as usual. I'll just get one of the Humvees to begin with. But I haven't looked at it in detail, Dan, but I know a few different companies make those frogs, so I'll see which it says on my one. Right, I'm getting rid of the fucking Vatnik. I don't know if he's so dumb he believes his own government propaganda or he doesn't want to go to the gulag, but if you're blaming Ukraine for Russia fucking invading and murdering and raping them, fuck you, is the answer to that. Anyway, we'll make it a rule not to bring up the Russians other than when we're killing them in this game. I think would be a sensible answer for all this stuff. Alright, am I near a cap point here? Right, it's just a bit further down there. It's not shooting at me yet, so... I see some of the other American troops already there capturing stuff. Yeah, people that don't want to talk out of their arse welcome in the chat, by the way. just to point that out. No, I've not finished Elden Ring, but I just don't want to play it on every single stream. Because I like ARMA 2 as well. I don't want to just play Elden Ring as the only game I ever play. Well, it's multiplayer, but there's no other players I'm playing with. So it's, I guess, either single player or multiplayer, whichever way you want to look at it. Multiplayer with bots, if you're on about this. This is town already captured anyway. There are loads of active servers, Dan, for this, assuming you're playing the right version of the game. You need to launch Operation Arrowhead, rather than just regular ARMA 2 or whatever. I'd say there's maybe 50 to 100 servers still running for this game. Alright, okay. Right, Nick. Right, is that town nearly captured? Yeah. Yeah, I'm alright, just tired at the moment, just because, again, been working nearly every day, then having to sort out other people's problems when I've not been at work, so, you know. No, Byron, all the ones I've got I've done videos on, just some of them I ought to do more videos on, if that makes sense. Oh, is it a porn game, Nick? Only joking. Was it one with 2 motion controllers or whatever? Right, so now we need to cap the next place down the road, apparently, so let me go get my Humvee again. if you're streaming on Twitch tonight, Mike, there's a chance I might watch it or might not. It depends how tired I feel, but I might also do a thing of have a nap earlier on sort of thing when I end this stream, and then be back on later, I don't know. Because I'm in that sort of tired but not totally tired thing, if you get me, where I sort of can't concentrate very well on stuff, but don't feel like I could go to sleep, if that makes sense. Makes sense. Boxing game, yeah, you be punching around. Alright, Bloody Monday, aka Dan. Yeah, I'm alright. Quite tired at the moment, but otherwise alright. Oh, there's an underwater medical tent there for some reason. I guess the next one along the coast, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's just a recon point, not a town. Yeah. Yeah, I never owned a Wii. Quite a lot of my relatives had Wiis and like mates. I've played on them quite a bit, but yeah, I never owned one myself. I like the iToy that was on PS2 though. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, so it turns out there was an inhabitant in that little pillbox down the road. I ought to get the controllers for my Rift at some point, because one of my mates got a Rift recently, but it was the Quest or whatever it's called, the more recent one, where you can buy the entire thing with the controllers cheaper than what I spent on my old one. But yeah, he said there's some quite good, like, punch 'em up sort of VR games for it. Alright, I can actually afford a lav if I want to, and that's not a toilet, it's like a little APC thing. I might go capture that town then, to the south. So get my lav to go there. No, it didn't do Army Cadets, because it was, well, I'd probably done the RAF Cadets if I did it, or Air Cadets, whatever they called it, because that was the closest one to me. But I didn't do it just because it was on the same night of a week as another thing I did, so I just did that instead, because otherwise I'd have to quit one activity to do another. I know a lot of people that did do Air Cadets, though, or Army Cadets.
Man, rear, 100 meters, 4 o'clock, medium range, enemy, car, red, 1, 2, 0, 7, 3.
I don't think that is the enemy ones, by the way. I think it's just my own vehicle that spawned in. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's get the driver to disembark.
Disembark.
Find out where the actual, there we go. Through the rear door.
2, board that, APC.
Then we'll go get that other town. I know the people that did Air Cadets, at least I knew, got a free S10 out of it at the end, although I think they all got size 4s. But yeah, it was like one of the things they gave them partway through Air Cadets was a free S10, like just a hand-me-down S10 for some reason. What, like the burning cordite smell or whatever it is, Dan? If you buy a blank firer, Dan, and shoot a blank firer, it is a similar smell because of the exact same reason that you've got burning propellant. I don't think Arma 2 does look better than Arma 3, but it certainly runs better with some of the settings to a certain degree, if that makes sense. Like there's not as much like weird blurry depth of field stuff going on in Arma 2, which I don't like in a lot of modern games. They do all that weird blurry depth of field stuff. Because human eyes don't make everything blur like the oh, I don't want to run that guy over. That was close. Oh, can I drive up this incline? Yes, I can. But Yeah, I've been working every day, Dan, unfortunately, so I was saying to people earlier on the stream I'm really tired, because as soon as I get back from work every day I don't have to fix a load of PC problems for people and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm at least going to get a day or two off soon because of the Easter like stuff coming up, which means like my work will be closed, which is really nice. And soon I'll have a New Year's worth of holidays that I can book, so I can actually book some time off and, you know, get a few free days off that way. Okay, yeah, I don't know why particularly they got the S10 when they did it. It might have been they just had some to give out, I don't know. So that's that town being captured. I'm just going to disembark because sometimes it actually, you capture places faster when you're just not in a vehicle. I don't know why. Is that capturing faster now? 15? But that's probably going to capture faster now because all those other AI have just turned up. There we go. Yeah, it'd be nice for people getting the 4-day weekend. Like, I'm just going to only get 1 or 2 days off, but at least, again, it's days off, so I'm not working, you know, day in, day out every week for a really long time. There we go. Is there actually a front hatch to this, or can you only get in through the back? I think it's only got... Oh, right, yeah, there's a little hatch there. I suppose that makes sense as an American vehicle, doesn't it? It's a left-hand drive. But it's not a visible thing here. Is there a visible commander's seat? No. Back seat. Oh yeah, there's a visible back seat, look. So I can look around this little crew area. Fire extinguisher. Little ports or whatever they are. Some sort of, what's that, monitor? Something volumes, don't know what that's for. Yeah. Gunner seat, obviously that's the gun. Right, driver's seat. What do you mean by space on blue? If you mean blue team, no, because like I said, I'm not actually playing online, I'm playing with bots, if that makes sense, even if it's technically online. Where's that shooting coming from? Sounds close by. I'll probably that place to the south, let's go capture that then. So it's current task. At least this being a heavy vehicle as well, you can just knock trees out the way with it. I have installed the old Operation Flashpoint Cold War Crisis, but I'm having a bit of trouble getting it to run on Windows 10 at the moment. I know I can do it, it's just having the patience, you know, to sit about and play with the configuration files long enough so it actually runs reliably. Yeah, every day that I'm not doing, like, my proper full-time jobs, Dan. So, yeah. Was doing it today, doing it yesterday. The weather's at least been quite nice for it recently, you know, where it's been sunny enough when you're out, but not hot, and that's how I like the weather, you know, so it's not dry, it's not like wet and muddy, it's dry, but it's not too warm, which is how I sort of like the weather, so you don't overheat doing it. The only thing is my hay fever now is starting to get noticeably sort of bad again. Where's this machine gun then to gun the seat? Is that what it's all about? I assume it's that one he's on about. This says another one. Oh, there we go. $25 for a neutralising rifle. I'll have a look at that, but I can't obviously do it while I'm playing this mod Dane, because I've obviously got the game running and I'll have to end the stream if I mess about with it. Alright, Scott. Your English is right, awesome. If it's an out-of-date GOST filter anyway, it's not going to be guaranteed to do anything. But it's still going to probably work against, like other people saying, tear gas and some stuff, but don't rely on a GOST filter. But it's impossible to say, because it's going to be an out-of-date, expired filter regardless if it's GOST, because GOST is, you know, like, well, unless it's modern Russian GOST one, but... At least that AI there should cap that recon point in a minute. Where's the closest airfield to our base? Be that probably northern one, wouldn't it? I suppose about the even distance from that one to that one. Because you can get planes on this map. Get a Harrier or an A-10. I've got a Tyvek suit, or like a Tai Chem one, but obviously not that particular model. I don't know without looking it up, and I'm obviously playing a game, so I can't look it up. But if it's a suit that's designed to be used with like an SCBA type system, then it does need to be supplied with air. But without looking up the suit, I don't know. But if it's just an airtight one, then you know, it's like the same as any other NBC suit where it relies on the mask you've got on your face. The suit's just there to protect your skin. I've not been camping in ages, but I have been camping before. I've not been in literally years. Right, what I might do in a minute then is fast travel. I'll put a strong point on this western bit first. But then I'll probably fast travel to that like northern road and then just oh, I hit that little barrier. And then once I've got to the northern road, I'll drive north of the lav, because at least that offers some protection. Clear out the things on the way to the airfield and see if we can get a plane, because I've got money coming in pretty quickly on this map. Right, there's the strong point there. Right, construction. Right, let's put a tow tripod there looking that way. And a M2 machine gun. There we go. That will do as a basic defensive line. Then fast travel. We have to move a bit further back to fast travel into the town. Yeah, I suppose it's because of the distance, that defensive line from the thing. Where's he spotted an enemy guy then? I'll just go investigate that before I leave. Oh yeah, there is an enemy guy there somewhere.
No target. No target. 9 o'clock. Enemy. Medium range.
Does this vehicle have thermals for the gunners? Let's see. Oh, it does. Okay. Is that there? There's something there. Yeah, let's go out. Let's go over and have a look. Yeah, what's... Right, yeah, my guy's seen something. Let's let our gunner engage. Oh, oh yeah, we've got hurt by whatever that is. Yeah, so you're actually under attack from somewhere. Right, let's go have a look what that was. Oh yeah. Shit, there's a fair amount of stuff there, okay. Let's defend this town for a minute then. Well, BMP2, right. You've actually got some hardware here then.
I'm at grid 118.
Right, let's construction. Right, let's get a tow tripod and put it facing that way if I can. It's got a gun already. Right, bioweapons, I'll need to get a... It's a smaller dragon. Yeah. Right. Is that BMP visible here?
2, you read over. 3, you read
There he is.
over.
Oh fuck, it's a T-72, isn't it?
Status.
Can't even see that.
2 is dead. We lost 3. 4 is dead.
Let's see if I can at least take down some of these guys. Is that enemy? Yeah. Problem is, because where I'm injured, the crosshair keeps jerking about. See if I can at least recap this point here. Yeah, I can at least recap this one if I stay near it. There's some returning fire coming on. Yeah, they're bringing a few vehicles from there, aren't they? Do you know what it was for, Maz? But I'm not going to undo it. But do you know what it was for? What you'd said? Can I get one of these installed here somewhere? Let's at least sit on this machine gun a minute. It says there's guys all down there, so probably, I'm assuming, behind some sort of wall. Can't see anything, so there's bloody town stuff in the way. Right. Oh, here we go. No, I don't want the rocket launcher out, I want my gun. There you go. I was lucky that their reflexes were pretty bad. See if I can at least blow up that tank with my small... Oh, is it there? Yeah. Come on, lock on. Yes, it locks on. It's not... Or is this not the dragon that's small? Is this just the one with the scope? Ah, I think that might be the problem. I've just bought a conventional rocket launcher. Right, okay. Yeah, is the dragon the one in the desert one? Operation Arrowhead, rather than this. There's a BMP down there by the look of it. Oh yeah, there's a tank. There's a tank. Crap. Hold still. Oh! Was that a hit? Or is he still working? Oh yeah, nice. Okay, there you go. I don't actually know, so it's obviously just like some marksman version of an AR platform type thing. So I guess a longer barrel version of the M16. Your name's changed again. Your name wasn't Maz a moment ago. But you do know if you put in lots of comments YouTube don't like, they just remove your comments anyway. That has nothing to do with the mods. So for example, if you start using words that are on YouTube's weird like banned word list, which we don't even know what they are at like our end. Right, Javelin. There we go, there's something. Get a lock. Let's first deal with that guy there. He's going to try and shoot me. There we go. Javelin. Now I'll be seeing him Sunday, as I was saying earlier, because it's the first time I've had a day off in ages to actually be able to see him. What Class 2 instructors said is useful info for somebody that's got an open filter. Yeah, I imagine I want to play with that Steyr guy bought actually. When I see him, I'll take that down for him to have a look at. Right, I'm getting rid of this person because they are absolutely fucking about then. Because yeah, their name was Rob something or other, wasn't it? Because that's definitely what I said before. And then they've changed their name to Maz during the stream. Now they're saying they didn't change their name. So yeah, if you've been blocked, it was for doing shit like that, I imagine, like ban evasion. No, well, I did have a Survive to Fight booklet that did come with one of my NBC suits from one of the gas mask satchels, but I've not seen it in ages, so I might buy another. Right, there we go. Oh shit, I'm dead. So there's still a BMP or whatever left over. The only problem is the Javelin missiles are very expensive to keep replacing. Let's have another go anyway. Oh, there's one, look. Come on, stay still. What's preventing me from getting a lock on that BMP? Right, have you only seen ARMA 3? ARMA 2 is my favourite out of all of them, to be honest. I've barely played ARMA 1, but the original Operation Flashpoint's good. So it's like the real Russian army then, is what you're saying, Sam? I just want to kill that thing with my javelin, BMP. Nah, as I've said before, I've streamed ARMA 3 before and I just can't get on with ARMA 3. I don't really like it. I'm going to go back to base, pick up some actual like heavy vehicles and come back here. I'll recap that Tolga place or whatever it is as well. I don't know what it is, it's just every time I try ARMA 3 I can never ever get into it. The closest I've got to getting into ARMA 3 is actually like that mod, like DLC mod thing for it, which is like the East and West German one. Because I at least find a time period of that interesting. But the base game of ARMA 2 I just find really, really boring. Again, I don't know what it is. I just don't find 5 minutes into the future at all interesting. And I know there are mods and things like that, but again, the more mods you install, the more, like, the worse the game seems to run and all that as well. Now, obviously, with, as I've said loads of times before, because without a peripheral seal, they're just not as good masks. It's kind of like saying, do you like having a seatbelt in your car? It's that kind of question, really, isn't it? I don't think there's many people that would say no. There's stuff like Deus Ex I like that's near future. But yeah, when it's like modern looking stuff just made to look a little bit more sci-fi, yeah, I just don't find it very interesting, because I'd rather have it set in a historical period or like modern day stuff, rather than this thing's like an A10 but not an A10 kind of thing. Right, I've got my 3 lavs, so let's fast travel. Actually, I don't want to fast travel, do I? I want to just go to that one, capture Tolga. So I just want to go directly south, don't I, basically? And then we'll go and capture that coastal place that they took back over. Right. Come on, yeah, over that little wall. Oh my god. There we go. That's working, Rob. So you weren't blocked. So as said, it was YouTube deleting your comments, so, you know, please don't say people have blocked you if they haven't. Right, we're running up to that town again. Don't suppose we've run into Russians anywhere yet, no. Like, if stuff's actually properly futuristic, it doesn't bother me too much, you know, because that's actually more interesting, because it's more sci-fi at that point. But yeah, when it's just like it's like modern day stuff, just meant to look a little bit different, and you know, so they don't have to have any like stuff they can be copyrighted on. That's when I just don't find it very interesting. As I was literally just saying just now, I massively prefer ARMA 2 to ARMA 3, but most people don't. It's just, I find the game, like the plot of both the original game and the DLC, more interesting in ARMA 2. The factions are better because they're real-life factions. No, I don't have a walking stick because I don't need one. Again, it's a good idea for the people that do need a walking stick, but it'd look very odd if I had a walking stick with me. Again, there's a lot of stuff with ARMA 3 I can't really put my finger on why I don't like it. I just don't. And it's a game I've tried to like. You know, the amount of times I've tried starting it again from the beginning or doing like mods and then just still not getting into it. Which game, Rob? In ARMA 2 there's still loads of servers, but if you're on about a different game and the comment didn't turn up. No, there's loads and loads of servers. There literally are, because I was looking through loads of them earlier. I mean, there's some servers that are up, but nobody's on them. But there are lots and lots of servers up, so if you want to play with friends, you can just all choose the same server to hop in, even if nobody's on it. If you can't see the servers, there's a problem how you set your internet up to see them, or you're not playing the right version of ARMA 2. You have to play Operation Arrowhead. Alright, let's go to that town to the south again now. I just wish my vehicle would actually catch up with me at a decent speed. But... some fucking bizarre comment. Gunner, don't not see that guy that's there. Literally right in front of you. Never mind, deal with him that way. Are they actually still trying to get to me or not? Yeah, you need to use Operation Arrowhead because it's the one that has all the anti-cheat stuff for it. Because otherwise people have to launch the servers using like individual DLCs, which they're not going to do. The other week, every single ARMA game in ARMA 2 was like £5, like $5 for the ARMA 2 and all the expansions. Are they not even moving at all now, those idiots? Great, I have to fast travel around once I've captured this place.
Hold the line.
Let's order, what's it, 5 and 8.
Oh, move to that flag.
Hopefully that means they actually start driving now. Oh yeah, they're actually moving again now, giving them the order. I've already got a recurve bow. Just look at the videos on it, I just can't really get a chance to use it at all. Yeah, there's not much I can do about that typewriter, because again, I can get, if I really wanted to go to the effort, I could get a listing removed for, like, not using my pictures of permission, but there's no point, because people are just going to make another listing using it. Might as well go to the gunner's seat. Does it have the other thermal? Yeah, black hole. Is that another one there, or is that just a fire? I think there's something over there. Oh yeah, there you go. Is that more over there? Oh yeah. Yeah, thermals are great. Yeah, it's the same as like people that did the train spotting and like plane spotting type stuff. A lot of those people get in trouble for like weird spying charges. Have they recaptured that other bloody town that was just there?
Hold back.
Yeah. Should tell you what then, let's send 7 then and 10 to there.
Move 1 click, 6 o'clock.
You might as well capture that town then, those AI guys, if they're not going to do anything useful. Not yet, Justin, I've just had way too much stuff on. My backlog's only getting bigger, not really smaller at the moment, even when I'm not buying stuff. So I've still had the problem of, like, not problem, because I'm grateful for it, but you know, where people donate stuff for me to do videos on. And even then, it's like, I'm only getting a chance to film 1 video a week on average, so trying to catch up with everything's just getting really difficult at this point. So I'll do it at some point, it's just the problem is that, you know, like, I've got an airsoft gun I need to get a video done on this week, because it was donated to me. You know, and airsoft guns are worth quite a bit, so I don't want to take the piss and not do a video on it. And I'm looking forward to doing a video on it, it's just obviously getting the time to do it. Oh, is that something there? Looks like there's something there. Right, that's the gun I want. Right. Oh, is that the friendly thing there? It's our fucking BMP. Now let's risk it and light them up.
8 o'clock, enemy, man, close.
Enemy man incoming.
Yeah, it's BMP, isn't it? There we go.
Enemy, medium range.
No, I've never even heard of 28 to 40mm thread adapters. It'd be cool if they exist, but I've never even heard of them existing. I mean, 3D printed stuff isn't good, but maybe somebody 3D prints them. I'm just going to go to the commander seat again to let the gunner deal that one, looking at the comments. I'm going to go to the driver's seat so my camera doesn't keep spinning around the bloody vehicle. So that's getting annoying. Now, it looks like my other guys are capturing that town at least, that are there. Right, I've got nearly $6,000 now. It's just we need to hold on to some of this stuff and don't let them recap it so quickly. Then I can start going back up the coast like I was going to do to get some planes. No, well, I've not even seen any other DIAC bullpups for sale, and the Org's not an airsoft one, it's an actual live fire gun. Well, deactivated sadly, but you know, it's a proper Org. So, like, in regards to stuff like that, it's, but, you know, like I said, I can't really justify the money spending stuff for stuff like that, really. So there's a rifleman down there, is there, somewhere in the woods?
Reverse.
Is that him there?
Forward. Halt.
Is that somebody else? It says there's definitely one still alive because there's a bit of moving thing on the map.
Reverse. Halt. 4 o'clock. Man, 100 meters. Forward.
I don't even see where he's looking right now. Oh, there was one on that side, which wasn't the one I was looking at, but there we go. Right, I'm definitely going to need to install some, like, gunners around this place so we don't get overrun really quickly. At least with some defenders there now, hopefully. Not let them take the town as quickly. Right, let's go and put some guys on that northern road, I guess. I'm guessing this is the little defensive area, is it? Yeah, there we go, construction. Right, let's put some stuff up on here. Might as well go to that recon place anyway. Alright, bots. Yeah, I like the Org. It's amazing actually when you handle a bullpup how shorter it is than a regular rifle. Like, obviously I knew they were shorter because of the design, but it's actually shorter than my M1 carbine. That AUG, which is crazy if you think about it. The modern FAMASes are alright, but the first generation FAMASes are completely dog shit because they couldn't use proper ammo. And when I say that, I mean literally, if you shot regular 5.56 NATO, like SS-109 or whatever it was, out of a first gen FAMAS, they'd explode. Because the French actually had underpowered ammunition for them, like built that way on purpose, which kind of makes you go, why? That's not a NATO standard. Right, if I get the motion controllers, I definitely will, but the problem is at the moment I still don't have motion controllers for the VR, because it was back, I got my Oculus I think before they even did the motion controllers, and then they were really expensive. Well, yeah, ARMA 2 is still my favourite out of all the ARMA games, so I'd personally say it's definitely worth playing. Especially if you can get on sale again with all the expansions for like $5, like it was the other day. Because I gifted it to a load of people at that point that I knew would like it, or at least like to try it, that didn't own it. So just bear in mind it does go on sale quite cheap for like the Game of the Year edition version of ARMA 2 sometimes. Yeah, my friend was saying the other day, I was saying this earlier in the stream box before he came on, that he bought a Quest 2 recently and really likes it. I think the game he was saying he likes is like some sort of medieval like beat 'em up one. But I can't remember what it was called. I know if somebody said, but it was one way, you know, like you can get like maces and stuff and smash people's heads in. That sounds about right, Gorn. I think that might have been the name of it. But he was saying it's good if you've had a frustrating day at work just to beat people to a pulp in VR. So that probably sounds about right. Let me get close enough to the middle of this town.
Pull back.
Or order my labs to regroup with me. Right, let's go to do what I was going to do at the beginning of this stream before I had to keep dealing with those towns being counter-attacked. Right, so map, fast travel, there we go. So I want to go here and then go like up the coast to the north. Yeah, I suppose there's that, but yeah, a lot of people work jobs, don't they, where the customer is always right. So if you're working a job where in some of those jobs it's basically customer gets to bully you for a minimum wage job. At least for my job I can avoid customers because I'm not technically meant to deal with customers. So sometimes I do, and I try and do it as professionally as possible, but I'm technically somebody who's meant to deal with chemicals for my workplace. I think I've got another like annual COSH training thing coming up again. You know, control of substances hazardous to health. Pretty sure there's one of those booked in within like a month's time. So I think you're meant to do refresher courses for COSH. Right, capture, going northeast. Oh, actually going that way. There we go. Did my other labs not fast travel with me? No, that's annoying. Oh well. My other two labs can just mess about doing whatever they want. I don't care. They're a waste of money. The Mark IV NBC suits, unless you got the ones that are in olive, the main difference, like other than like how some of the zippers and things did up, or like the pull, you know, like tabs or whatever they're called, was the Mark IVs had like the desert DPM or woodland DPM on. You know, the main difference is they actually did them in camos. But in terms of like how they fasten up, they're not the same. But like if you get an olive Mark IV from a distance, they'll look pretty much the same. won't dump my vehicle in there like a Russian. Well, is this amphibious, isn't it, the lav? Looking at the shape of it, it should be amphibious. What you could do, obviously, is go and fight the smelter demon after you've leveled up quite a bit. That'll make it a bit easier. Yeah, I haven't played Dark Souls 2 in ages, but I'll finish Elden Ring before I do again. But Dark Souls 2 I definitely think is the best, or like, at least the most unique of the Souls games. Other than Demon Souls, obviously. Demon Souls is the best one. Thing. Yeah. Oh, a helipad, so I get Apaches if I want to. So yeah, because they're allowed to be drunk there, you don't have to like kick people out for being drunk. Yeah, that sounds fine. Gun seat. There we go. Oh shit. Is that a BMD or BTR? Oh, it's got wheels, hasn't it? So it's a BTR or a BMTR or a BMDR, whatever they're called. BRDM. There we go. It's a dead BRDM now. It says there's a guy behind me somewhere over here. Is that one of ours or one of theirs? M1A1. Assume that's us then. Yeah, okay. It's not a tank, is it? M1A1? Oh yeah, of course it is. Abrams. Duh. I was looking at the name then and thinking it was like some sort of Humvee. Or like the M113. But yes. That's the problem when you name everything like M1, or like the British system where it used to be like L1, you know, and all that sort of L2. Yeah, that's a bit weird, bots, but yeah, I guess he wasn't hurting anybody if he was only eating pine cones. I guess we might as well push up to that next bit. It depends who you're playing against. If you're playing with friends and everything, multiplayer's fun, like in every game. If you're playing with randos that are sometimes fucking up the servers, using hacks, or are just way above your skill level to the point you can't enjoy it, then no. But again, it depends. You know, depends who you're playing with and everything, like most multiplayer games. Oh, is that my lavs finally turning up again? Oh look, looks like those lavs might finally catch up with me on the straight road. I guess because their pathfinding doesn't fuck up. And we're still not running into any Russians yet, because they're all the green team, not the red team. I'm assuming the Russians are going to be over there somewhere, on the west side of the map. But anyway, I'm heading to that airport slowly up the north, so I can then get a plane and start, you know, using that to quickly recon the map or bombing people. Right, so next we're on that northern town where the lumber mill is. Ooh. Sounds like there's shooting going on. Come on, stupid driver, do your job. Not driver, gunner. I'm gonna have to go to the gunner's seat and do everything myself. I thought it said gunner's seat. Gunner's seat. So that one dealt with for now. Where is it? Says it should be. There he is. No, that's my lav. I don't want to engage my own lav. Well, I guess now my lavs are here, I don't have to worry about taking fire. That sounds cool, Amandius. Suddenly, because I'm in a country where you can't buy 9mm SMGs, you know, I don't get to enjoy stuff like that, but I'm sure it'd be really fun. Is the Chris the one that has that cool counterweight system to help reduce muzzle climb? I know a few SMGs have that sort of system, but I think it's the one that was sort of famous for it, wasn't it? Something like that. Yeah, ARMA 2's fun once you get into it. Like I said, for some reason I still prefer it to ARMA 3, despite most people not preferring it to ARMA 3. But it's a military simulator, so it's the game where it's not so much of a game. Well, it is a game, but you know, it's one that a lot of people can't get past the difficulty threshold to enjoy. Don't ask me to report position, you're fucking following me. You should know where I am, stupid AI. Go on. Why is my gunner so useless at actually engaging people on his own? Right, is one gone into the gunner's seat, or is that the problem? I think that's the problem, isn't it?
2, disembark. 2, move to a tree, 10 o'clock.
No, I don't want to move to the tree, I want you to get in.
2, gunner, get in.
There we go.
APC.
Alright, Mike, you've not missed much, it's just been shooting at the AIs and stuff like that as usual in this game. Oh, where am I in the firefight?
I'll get that car at 03.
Oh, is that a fucking... Oh, yeah, ZU. Damn it. Turns out 23mm completely rips through your lavs.
I'm at grid 1280907.
My local charity shops sadly never seem to have anything interesting in, as in, what's the word for it? I'm trying to think of the word, like, you know, where they only seem to accept things like, CDs, DVDs, you know, like more expensive clothing and furniture kind of thing, unfortunately. I have been to good charity shops where I've picked up cool stuff before, but sadly my local ones seem to be more like upmarket type ones. I think most people here bots do think they're cool. I think that's how most of them have found this channel. People will now be saying, what's your favourite gas mask?
Increasing power.
Get him to go in that motorbike.
2, get in that tank.
Don't get in the tanks, there's not enough seats.
2, move to that bike.
Oh, he's found a space in the tank, but I thought there was only... Never mind. I don't know how we've got a spare person in the tank, but never mind, he can sit in here. Okay, there's my tank. Fast travel here and we'll go north again. No, I've not actually smoked tobacco in years. Have I got a hatch I can turn out, or there's a driver, and that's probably not. Unlike a Soviet tank where they're blind. See, the visibility in this tank isn't too bad, unlike a Soviet tank. I'm going directly north, actually, not northwest. Yeah, well, those guys are. As soon as I start knocking this orchard over, or whatever it is, yeah, I think it's an apple orchard, isn't it? I'm just completely destroying at the moment. What's my other Abrams doing? He's just sat there doing nothing.
Hold, move 100 meters, 9 o'clock. Hold, move 100 meters, 9 o'clock. Hold, return to formation.
Alright, Rich. This is almost like if you had a drone following your tank.
No target.
Looks like there's a target there. Boom. What's that I lit up? Oh, T-72.
Forward.
Let's go back to my driver's seat again so the AI can shoot. They are made in multiple sizes because I know some people have bought them, got the small sizes and couldn't fit in them. But unless the seller's listed a size, you won't know what the size is.
Enemy close.
Right, maybe we'll run into some Russians fairly soon, because at the moment we just keep running to, like, the guerrillas, whatever you call them, like the neutral side. Right. Close that one before. So just directly north to the airport after this, I'll have that other Calm place to cap in between these places. And then, oh wait, we've got a red thing over there, so near Gorka we might have Ruskies. I suppose actually the tank's probably moving, isn't he, at the same speed as all those other people, maybe. When they all regroup over here. So the other tank's going to be 7, 8 and 11, isn't it? So what I can do is get one of those random people. Like 5, and tell him to get in.
5, get in there. 10.
There you go. And I only have 3 idiots running about. Is that a random person? Who's that? Who's that little man there? Oh, he's a random US guy. I don't want him to shoot the squad leader. What was that guy's quest going to mount the Tusk? There we go. There we go, right, he's in that. So now we've only got, what, 3 guys without anything to do? Where are they? 10, 6, 9. So F6, F9, F10, communication, send units, 1. There we go, they're not in my squad anymore, I don't have to deal with them. They can run off and do whatever. Right, let's drive directly north, I guess, to the next place, that Calm place, because I want to get to the airfield. I do like flight simulators, Dan, when I can be asked to play them enough. I did like the recent flight simulator. I can definitely get you there, Justin. When you've got too much time sat in front of a computer, it's easy to keep finding stuff to buy, isn't it? But yeah, the recent Microsoft Flight Simulator with like the 3D rendered kind of Google Earth type stuff I really like. Yes, ARMA 2 I'd say is definitely worth the money. Obviously bear in mind some of the stuff, unless you get it with all the expansions, is from the expansions, but base ARMA 2 is the map we're on at the moment with like the US Marine Corps versus Ruskies when we find them on the map. Yeah, you mean the original Operation Flashpoint, which is now called ARMA Cold War Assault? Yes, I was saying at the beginning of this stream, I've been trying to get that running again, but I've been struggling a bit on, you know, Windows 10. So I guess I'm aiming this way for the centre of the place here. If it was very cheap, that's good. But I'm saying I've definitely got my money's worth out of this game, because I definitely enjoy it for what it is. The Operation Flashpoint games on consoles aren't the ones we're talking about. That's the ones where they sold the copyright of the name. The original Operation Flashpoint is the first ARMA game made by Bohemia Interactive. It's called ARMA Cold War Assault now because they had to rename it with the copyright stuff with the name being sold on. But it's from like 2001 or something. So Operation Flashpoint and like Red Rising or whatever it's called, the other one, Red Dragon Rising, is it? They're not the ones we're on about. Because yes, they technically have the same name, but they're not the same series of games. Unfortunately, Nuclear Yorkshire it won't, because it's US versus Soviet, so it's M16s and AKs. Well, the graphics in this are fine for what they are. They're obviously a bit outdated now, as you can see. I've got the grass turned off though, because the grass is annoying in this. But, when the game came out, it was fairly pretty. I'm sure there are mods which make it look a lot better as well, but again, if you want to play an ARMA game for graphics, I guess you play ARMA 3 rather than ARMA 2. Yeah, I know you can, but like I said, I'm not a fan of ARMA 3. Again, I'm not going to repeat all my points again, I just don't like ARMA 3. There's something about it that every time I try it, I don't know if it's the controls or whatever, I just can't get into it. Right, let's get that airfield to the north. Oh, there goes the post boxes or whatever they are meant to be, beehives, I don't know. Is that other tank taking that guy out? No.
Oh, I'll get that in.
I don't want him capping our base again, so I'm going to kill that guy. There he is. Well, I guess they've got him now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, now we just drive north again. That's the thing I've always liked about the tanks though in this game, and like the other ones when they're like big enough vehicles, is the fact you can just smash through everything. So like when you're in the smaller vehicles, obviously it damages your vehicle if you run into a tree, not when you're in a tank. Obviously you lose speed, but you don't, I'm not heading directly north, am I? No? There we go. North. No, I know of Squad, but I've never really tried it. It looks quite similar to ARMA to me, Squad, but I guess it's because it's online. That's again the thing, is that if it's online only and you don't like, you know, or you're not very good at it, then there's not much stuff in the game, or at least this has got a lot of single player content in it as well. slowly make our way towards that airfield. Just keep saying that there's something turning up in like the viewfinder of the tank in front of it, but I don't know if that's just like when like birds or whatever like go past that they turn up as a grey dot to begin with or something. Nearly there. Oh yeah, I can see where the airfield fence is now. Yeah, there's a control tower. We might as well capture this village while I'm here. Yeah, because that's just northwest of the centre of this village. Isn't ARMA 4 in development at the moment? So it'd be interesting, like what's in ARMA 4. Oh wait, I'm not going the right way, am I? That's towards the airfield.
I'll get that car at 2-4.
I've looked into How Let Loose. Hasn't really caught my eye, if I'm being honest.
I'll get that car at 2-2.
Where's the cap point there, further along this road? Now, I think my current thing is when I'm not playing like just this randomly as a weirdly as a stress reliever is to finish Elden Ring.
Get that car at 2 enemy car 12 o'clock 200 meters. Enemy man and medic 100 meters. 1 o'clock enemy machine gun and medic close.
Yeah, because obviously, yeah, DayZ's the mod, isn't it, that came out after this. It's the only thing that annoys me is people that don't know it. This was originally ARMA 2, where you know, like they keep thinking like the game originated with DayZ. And you're like, no, it's an ARMA mod. Let's just clear a space. There we go. How's my other tank doing? Is he slowly coming along? Doesn't seem to be very close, does he? I don't know if he needs me to report position. Okay. Right, driver.
7.
Oh, I didn't want him to disembark. Shit.
7. Driver, get in that tank.
At least you can do that on the map. That's not a standard GP5 filter, I don't think, in EO62, but I'm not sure.
Oh, move 50 meters, 11 o'clock.
Is he gonna finally start moving again? Yep. Oh look, because I'm not a Russian tank, I get a thermal sight for my commander. Isn't that nice? It says there's still a load of guys left alive here, but I guess they're all behind a wall somewhere. I could actually sort that out. where are they hiding? We're getting a bit of frame drop when that happens. Shouldn't be getting frame drop on the 3090, but I'm assuming it's just the smoke effects aren't optimised. I've not found any issues at all with the Osprey, but bear in mind I don't have the plates for the Osprey. But the ECBA's not caused any issues for me, but obviously that's a lighter vest. I suppose I could cheat, couldn't I, and see where they are. Oh yeah, look, they're over there.
Left. Halt.
Oh look, is that one coming up there? Let's knock that one down as well, so it's not blocking my view. Right, let's rearm this thing, because I've used up some ammo. There we go. Right, let's go push out those other guys. Yeah, that's good to know, Dan. Yeah, what, just as in where the plates are positioned, they're hard to take in and take out. Well, that film, Justin, has two lots of people that are currently the bad guys for us. It has the Mujahideen or the Taliban or whatever, versus the Soviets, aka the Russians, and both of those are the bad guys, aren't they, for us in the West. Well, I know the Mujahideen, again, aren't the exact same thing as the Taliban, but... Just going to kill those vehicles for extra, money. Let me try to command this one. That's still an M240. There you go. Right, to the airfield, shall I, before the I end the stream and we can at least get to play about the plane.
Right. Forward, left, forward, left, right, halt.
Oh yeah, Dan, so that's a bit like one of my ECBAs has that issue. Not with like the plate pockets, but one of my ECBAs has like a thing in it where it's really, really difficult to take the filler out and in because of like how the pockets have been done on the inside. They're like tiny, you know, pockets to manipulate the thing through.
Hold back.
No, fuck's sake, they've retaken that town. How'd they do that? Right. Never mind then. Let's go and capture this town back. I guess there's still a load of people left in it then. Yeah, I definitely prefer the police style body armours where it's just a front soft panel and a back soft panel and you just open each one up and put the soft panel in, rather than it being one where you've got like a shoulder, two shoulder bits that are both soft panels, so you have to put those in, you know, as well, if that makes sense. But again, I know a lot more modern body armour does use that same system as well for the soft filler. Yeah, somebody was on about they got a survive to fight for £5 earlier on. So if there's a listing for £5, it depends how much you want it if you want to pay £20 for it. But yeah, somebody was saying earlier in the stream they managed to pick one up recently for a £5 off of eBay. So you might be able to get it for like a lot cheaper than 20. My favourite bit in Survive to Fight is defecating in your NBC suit, or you know, like taking it down to defecate, as in how to remove your NBC suit to take a shit before putting it back on. Because of course that was included in there. If you're reviewing it on YouTube, then it's worth paying a bit more, just in the sense of being able to get one easily to do something like that. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in it in terms of that's just interesting to look at on a video. Right, so we know the Russians are around there somewhere, because the Russians have occupied Gorka. So anyway, I want to take this town properly, so they don't recap it, those green guys, and then we can get the airport. So they're recapping a load of this shit on the east, that's irritating. Let's just see if we can rout out the rest of the enemies from this town first. Let's drive along this bit to the east, see if we can find anybody. Looked like they got somebody then. Is that guy hiding actually in the house over there? Could be actually. I forgot that some of the houses people can actually go into.
Forward. Left. Forward. Halt. Forward. Left. Forward.
So is there a guy hiding in that house? That's a strong shed look. Says there's a rifleman there. Yeah, it would be the house I've just knocked down, it's saying the rifleman's in. That's weird. It still says there's a rifleman hiding around there for some reason. Were they actually post boxes? What were they, like chicken coops or something? Dove coops? I think they're probably meant to be dove coops or some sort of them. Those things. Oh, well. Again, I don't understand why it thinks there's a rifleman there, because there can't be a rifleman there. Yeah, because according to this, there's a rifleman there, but he'd be dead. So, oh, he's gone now anyway, apparently he's there. But there we go. Right, should we get this airfield finally then, where they won't then retake this town, hopefully. This is the hangar we captured by the look of it. Alright, okay, we've got the airfield. Right, I'm going to transfer all these tanks to another squad, just so I don't have to worry about them now I've got the airport. Let's quickly get a plane and see if we can figure out where some stuff is. Right. Once the plane's built. So, I'm assuming that we're going to have Russians around the west area of the map if they've turned up there. Northwest maybe. Oh, I forgot that I need to really build a plane as ad empty, don't I? Because when the plane spawns, it'll have a guy in it. Oh, well, I'll just tell him to disembark it. Okay, so number 2.
Disembark.
It's like Harrier, get out of it. He's stealing my Harrier. Never mind, let's give him an order then to fly over to that airport.
2-0-4-2-0-4-4.
Right, and I'll spawn my own Harrier again. What's the difference between the AV-8B and the other one? Let's try the regular AV-8B. I don't know. 45 seconds. Right, is the other one going to manage to take off, or is he just going to taxi around like a plonker? What, as in where to get the gloves for it, or what? Because you can just buy the gloves for these German NBC suits, or get them with them. They're just sort of like latex mitteny things. Hello, IO Torolota. I can't see if your name's got an I or an L on it, but yeah, the East German gloves are kind of just like big rubber mitten sort of things. Is that Harrier going to successfully manage to take off? I do not know. Or is he just going to crash off the end of the runway like a twat? Unless he is actually just taxiing and he's going to come back around. Maybe he's doing that? I don't know. He could have just done this. Oh yeah, he is taxiing properly to take off. Alright then. Gear up.
Machine gun, left, 1 click.
Let's do some scouting before I get shot down and using a Harrier. Oop. Oh, he spotted a load of stuff. I wonder if that's where their base is, Podnos. It does look like it. Right, let's attack that. Right, there we go. Got a marker on there. Mark 82 are the gravity bombs, aren't they, for the Harrier? Oh, I think that is the Russian base. Bye bye, Ivan. Oh, that was a bit of bad flying there. Yeah, I think that was the Ivan base. Yeah, that is their base. Oh, they shot down too. Let's fly really low over their base to see if that then gives me the thing to tell me, got some sidewinders. Hydras are the rocket pods, aren't they? We can use our sidewinders on random things. Let's just use the Hydra as a moment if I'm coming in too fast, don't know. Oh, it's all overshot, but never mind. Yeah, that's their base. Yep. Right. I do have one more sidewinder left, so let's see if I can find something interesting to drop that on. Vodnik? Is that the Russian transport thing of Vodnik? Yeah. Bang. So yeah, we know where their base is at least. I'm just putting the landing autopilot on, there's some flak coming up there. Never mind, oh no, I'm shot down. Was that a shulker that got me in the end? Sounded like a shulker with the or a Tunguska. Alright, Rajiv. Anyway, now we know where the Rusky base is, we can send a load of Abrams over, can't we? Or use an Apache. If they have shulkers, I don't really want to risk an Apache. Right. Let's just spawn an M1A2 for ourselves, rather than getting one with the AI and then them misusing it. So yeah, that's where the Russian base is. Oh, they've taken that bloody town again. Actually, we could shell their base from here, couldn't we, if I go to construction? Defense, don't know if I'll need a mortar or the M119 or whatever it's called. Let's see, which is the one with the correct range.
Enemy cars and machine gun. Grid 098065.
Artillery computer. Far. So their base is actually the one I need to use my proper artillery for. Right, okay. Get out. Okay, artillery computer. And they're going to be on medium. There we go. Right, let's just drop a load of things here. I could just buy a load of artillery guns and fire them all on their base. That might wipe them out. Once my shells start arriving, first one will be in 10 seconds, we'll start seeing if that kills anything. Neutralise the rifleman with that shell. And a utility truck. Oh, that got a few things, that shell. If I can afford it, I'll get a few AI guys to sit on those artillery guns. Defense... they're $5,000 each, so I won't be able to afford many of them. But that's all I can afford to them. Right, die units... we'll put 2 crewmen on each one.
Five, 6, get in that howitzer. Seven, 8, get in that howitzer.
I've not actually tried like a frame rate thing, but like I said, ARMA 3 doesn't run well even on the 3090. Let's just quickly try this. First.
Fire at 083047. Hold, move to 083047.
We might as well order the Abrams to just go over there. Don't have to be riding in it.
Two, 4, move to 083048.
Right, see if that next salvo gets anything. Don't suppose it shows on here, does it, where my shells are on the map if you've got AI guys shooting them?
Five, 7, fire at 083046.
Yeah, like I said before, I actually like ARMA 2 a lot more than ARMA 3, so every now and then I do play ARMA. Why is it not shooting? 561.
Fire at 083048.
So why does he always check fire after firing one?
5.
And the other one fires the battery. I don't want him to move out of fire
Fire at
position.
083048. 5. Fire at 082047. 5. Fire at 083047.
Of course you can shoot in that position. I've tried installing it but never got it to work. I think the Australians use that and a few other countries, don't they? Right. Yeah, I want to spawn a Huey just to see if I can get over to where that base is and see what's left of it. Assuming I don't get shot down on the way. I found the opposite by where they don't seem to bloom faster. On some of the masks it even seems to counteract yellowing on the lenses, but again, if you're using a silicone spray, make sure you're using a good quality one. If you use a cheap and nasty one, you're probably going to destroy your mask faster by using it. It's the same reason like lots of silicone sprays are not rated for air guns or airsoft guns, for that same reason, that they'll destroy the rubber seals in them if they're cheap quality ones. No, Enlisted gets brought up on every stream. I'm not really, don't like the look of it. There's my helicopter spawned. Oh, there he is. Yeah, again, that's the thing that you don't really want, is the solvents, I guess. If that's one of the ones Myra does, I can't remember which one that actually is. When I say Myra does, I mean it's a Czech mask that they're selling as their own thing. The enemy could very well have air defense, but the main thing I want to do is just fly to their actual base and see what was left of it. At least we've got over the first one, alright. Like, I'll start now. if Myra is saying something, don't listen to anything they say. They're a company that's lied about loads of products. Again, if you talk to people that actually find masks interesting, they do not like Myra. It's like they get preppers to shill all their stuff, basically, Myra. Right, so that's where their base is there. Yeah, they've still got some stuff left by the look of it. Alright. Is that redone? I don't want to move there. Quiet position. Let's take out those new problems as well. Well, again, Myra don't actually make anything, they just resell other stuff. So it depends completely on the quality, but don't buy it from Myra because you're being upcharged for somebody else's product. If you pick it up, don't buy it from Myra, buy it from whoever the Czech company is that actually makes it for less money. Because again, all they're doing is selling somebody else's product at a markup. Where's their actual HQ building? HQ, yeah. Oh shit, there we go. I think you mean Shalom, not a Shelton. But yeah, I've got a 4A1 somewhere. Right, so their actual HQ building was on the left somewhere, wasn't it? Probably again close to where those pod noses were.
Fire at 082047. Move to 082047. Fire at 082047. Negative. Fire at 08347. Move to 08347.
Ah, is it going to be the BTR-90 actually that's there on the vehicle?
08347. 9, you read over. 10, report status. Fire at 08347.
Well, for me it doesn't, because I don't have the right face shape for it, and because it doesn't have a rubberized seal around the outside of the mask, if it doesn't fit your face exactly, it won't make an airtight seal. I don't know what there is to explain about that. Masks that don't have a very good rubberized seal, like a peripheral type seal as you'd call it, aren't very good, because you have to have the exact right face shape for the size you're getting, or else air seeps through.
Fire at 08347.
Right, I've got a load of money again for neutralising that stuff, so let's get an Apache and finish off that base. I can't quite afford an Apache. I suppose I can rocket run it again with Hueys, can't I? So let's just try that. I don't suppose I can fast travel to that airport now. I might as well finish this game before I stop streaming, because it's going to be so close to finishing it now, seeing as we know where their HQ is. just keeping up the pressure on it till we win, basically. Let's hope that's not going to collide with anything. Drunk Ukrainian says hello. Hello, how are you? It will be probably whatever the name is for the Czech army respirator company. I should know what the name of those are and I've completely forgotten. But it will be like the Czech equivalent of Avon, basically. Or like Draeger. It will be like whatever their national company is that makes gas masks. Okay, let's go in quick again to the base was. Do I still have that tank alive or not? It says there's a tank that's ready.
4-2-0-8-4-0-4-9.
I don't know where he actually is on the map. Is that in there? That M1 England? I think I need to go low again, although I need to try not to hit a tree so I don't get shot down by AA. Is the CM7M the one that looks like the S10? If so, that's actual proper name is the OM90. Manufacturer Guzel, G-U-Z-U. Right, thank you. Right, there we go. That's their command thing there, isn't it? Oh, fuck, not again. Well, at least I crashed close to their bloody thing. Let me hope by the time I respawn it still shows where that was on the map so I can quickly assign the thing to the exact position I need to airstrike. There, yeah, there we go. I think that's it by the Vodnik, so. I've got another AGS though.
5-7, fire at 0-8-2-0-4-7. 7, fire at 0-8-2-0-4-7.
Yeah, I'm right, Stoic Jedi, thanks.
9, report status. 10, report status.
Hopefully it will, Stoic Jedi. Yeah, I know they're down because they were in my helicopter when I crashed it.
7, fire at 0-8-3-0-4-6.
If any of those shells land on anything important, I'll have enough for a new helicopter again. And I could just buy another Huey now or whatever, but I want an actual Apache to finish that base off properly. Oh, that's cool, Stoic. Like I said, I really can't afford anything like that, as I keep saying. Well, the AGS-30's died. Let's see if I've blasted anything else at the same time.
Position 083046.
Buy units. Ah, nice. Oh yeah, I'm at 9 grand. Right, I can get an Apache. What's the difference between... Oh, they're both A64Ds. I don't know why there's two different ones showing up, but never mind. Without having the reader for them, Byron, they're completely useless, because they... Oh, and you can't reset them, so I just say no, completely avoid them. The British decimeter watches, I'm assuming you mean the ones that are just like an egg-shaped piece of plastic with a strap. They're designed to be put in a reader. I've got one of the readers, but bear in mind you're going to have to spend like 100 odd quid on the actual reader for them, and then you can't reset the dose, so if you get an actual dose on it, you know, and you won't be able to move the reader around with you. It's designed to go in a Land Rover or like a Warrior, you know, that sort of thing. So no, just get a modernised little Terra-P type thing would be what I'd recommend you to do. Not get one of these massively clunky kind of things. They're cool things, but for a regular person they're totally useless. For me they're totally useless as well. Other than doing a video on them. The Serbian M3 was pretty cool. Alright, where's my Apache spawned? Over there. Right, I'll get the,
10, 9, move, 100 meters, 12.
I don't want to... No, I want 10 to get out. 10, disembark.
10, dismount.
That's it. And then 9 can fly me over while I'm the gunner. So that position I want to go to. Yeah, see if there's anything left there to mop up with the Apache. Because I've got an auto cannon and I've got Hellfires, so that'll do them. M45s are cool, but unless you're in the US you're probably never going to find one, or you have to pay a lot of money for one. Oh, my M1A1 is slowly getting to that position finally. She might have got thermals in this, yeah. Oh, there's a T-90s down there. Yep. That's out of my thing now. Oh well. If we don't do this first time, I've got stuff over there to kill. Right, here we go. It should be over their base any moment now, or something that can actually get them. Yeah, let's come back in for another attack run.
9, target that truck.
going on with my view?
Cannon. Target that truck at 1-4.
Oh, I didn't want to waste a hellfire on that supply truck.
Target
Oh
that
well.
truck at 1-4.
Right, let's light up some of those. Where's their actual thing?
It's down. Cannon. Target that officer at 3-0. Target that at 3-2. Cannon.
What I would want him to do is just hover in place somewhere. Let's get him to hover, because they don't seem to have any AA.
9, move to 0, 8, 5, 0, 4, 9.
So I can just focus on killing whatever's left in their base. That would be ideal. Where's my camera? Oh, yeah, it's being weird again. Right.
Target that truck at 0, 7.
I wanted.
Cannon.
Why can't he just leave the helicopter hovering in a certain direction?
Cannon. Cannon. Oh, move after click. 6 o'clock.
At least my tank's only here to finish him off.
Cannon. Cannon.
10, pull back. 5, regroup. 7, pull back. Enemy hot air officer position. 0, 8 long, 0, 3 long.
I don't want to fly over here. I told him to turn around, stupid chopper.
Cannon. Enemy car. Grid 0, 8, 5, 0, 3, 5.
Oh, we're going to get shot down now, are we? Because my pilot has been a retard.
Cannon. Cannon.
Enemy needs
Cannon.
Yeah, I know where the enemy base is because I've been after it the entire time.
Cannon. Oh, move to click. 6 o'clock.
Roger. Can't get there.
Missile.
Okay, let's manually order my plane around and plane helicopter because the pilot's being a retard and can't fly properly.
9, move to click. 6 o'clock.
Dig it, can't make it. Copy. 4, regroup. 6 o'clock, enemy drawing 2 clicks. 10, 2 to formation.
Target that machine gun at 1-3. Cannon. Target that heart at 1-3. Cannon.
Now has history.
Target that truck at 1-4. Cannon. Cannon.
Right, let's get this ready again.
Cannon.
Ready.
Cannon.
Again, if he stayed still, it'd be easier, but he doesn't. He just keeps spinning around like an idiot.
046, enemy main.
Oh, there we go. Finally got it. There we go. The AI didn't help. That's when you actually want a player to be the pilot and one player to be the gunner, but... Oh, there we go. Russia lost, as you'd expect. Yeah, F6s are cool, but they're not very comfortable in terms of vision because of like that fisheye kind of blurry, horrible, you know, thing. Like the lenses let you see more, but they make you feel a bit seasick. Right, anyway, thanks for watching the stream, everybody. That will do me for playing ARMA 2. As you see, I eventually won that game. But, yeah, it sometimes takes a while when you're playing this game mode. But anyway, see you everybody. I'm going to hopefully stream most nights this week if I'm awake enough and don't have